A lot of the modern calf sheds done a very good job at ventilation. Now, the only downside with that is they are tending to be a little bit cool early, a little bit cold early on in the spring, and they're probably perfect later on. Like, it's kind of the opposite to what we had traditionally. Like, we had maybe smaller calf sheds that were cozy at the start, and then they got stuffy later on. Now, we have a very good stock person here, Anthony Sweeney, so he's kind of done some measures like putting a Stockboard at the front of the pens to reduce the air movement a small bit, and he's put jackets on the calves maybe for the first 5 or 6 weeks, so they have helped an awful lot, you know what I mean? So the other thing, like Yorkshire boarding is excellent in terms of ventilation, in that with the 2 lines of timber it baffles the air speed, so you won't have drafts if it's done well. I'd say a maximum of 2 inches or 50 millimeters between the 2 lines of timber, because like the closer they are, the better the baffling of the airspeed. Yeah, we recommend say a 1 in 20 fall in the floor, so that will get urine to drain away fast, because urine, if it goes down into kind of cracks and that, it can come back up as ammonia. So we have an aqua drain here in the front of the pens. So good drainage, a dry lie is very important for calves, because they do spend a lot of time lying. I think they quote about 80%. So, you know, and we'd often use maybe a knee test, like if you fall down in the bedding and your knees come up damp, it's not good for calves. We like good natural lighting. Light is good for animal welfare to see calves, because even though, you know what I mean, we have say an automatic calf feeder and you have a computer on it and it'll tell you what calves consume, and it's still good to, you know, to look and see animals, because if you can pick them up early, if they're not if they're lying away from their colleagues or that, you know, I think that's very important. So here the pens are 6 meters deep, so in about 4 bays, we'd have room for about 57 calves. So with 2 stations at the feeder, that's very comfortable. And we've a 3-meter passageway in the centre. So that the Stockboard goes onto the gates. Now, some farmers would use that between pens, so it would help to reduce the disease transfer across pens. You know, if you wanted to protect a pen of young calves in particular. So here it's been used to just reduce air movement through the shed, and some extra shelter for the calves. Just to say, water is something maybe we take for granted, that it's important for calves, and it's important for the automatic calf feeder as well. And you know, at the start of calf rearing, we need to clean out header tanks. We don't want stale water going into calves. You know, it has to be fresh. So cleaning out the system, maybe disinfecting the system before you start up the calf feeder would be important. Clean, fresh water available ad lib, more or less from birth, is important, because water it will help the rumen to develop, because if they're eating concentrates or straw, they need water to complement the solid food for the microorganisms in the rumen to do their job, and to develop, for the rumen to develop. So that's important. And we like to have the water bowls at the front of the pen, so it's very easy to clean them out, and they're not wetting the back of the pen and that as well. So.